Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Let me open up the stream on my phone so that I have chat, so I can double check the sound. Testing, testing. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's make a piano melody. Hopefully y'all don't hear the chainsaws outside. There's some work being done outside my house, and it's pretty loud and obnoxious, so hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, so I'm going to start with the closed grand piano, and then I might change it. Let's start in a minor key. G minor is fine. Ooh, actually I just heard something. Let's go back to this note. So maybe we can take this chord and kind of copy it, but with this top note being down one, that might work. We're gonna have to shift some of these notes though. This may be too busy and I may end up like shifting this over to where this 3 is. Let's just see what it sounds like. Beats at work? Hell yeah. What's up, Slim? I'm getting a stream in before I head offline for the day, so. I think it's too busy having this stuff, so I might take it out for now. Where do I want this one to be? Oh, that sounded terrible. I might be approaching this all the wrong way. I think I'm going like too quickly. So let's just start with this. Yeah, something simple like that. And then we can change it as we go. So maybe in this half we can start changing things. That's kind of cool. Holy cow. I have allergies right now, so I apologize for the sneezing. That sounds kind of final right there. Let's move these down and see how it sounds. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let's copy and paste. And then I think I might want to make it a little bit different in this half as well. So it just kind of keeps getting different as it goes. I apologize that you have to hear that. Hang on, I'm going to move my mic so I hear me blow my nose. Of course, I say that. Y'all can still probably hear it, I imagine. Okay, so in the second half, I don't know how I want to make it different yet. Maybe we can just add little like flavor notes here and there. So just like a little flavor note here, maybe one there. And then maybe we can also take some of these and invert them, meaning we can pitch it up or down an octave. So maybe let's take these two, shift them up. And then let's see, what else can we do? I was going to say I might pitch some of these up, but they're slightly in different places. So I don't know if I want to do that. Let's just let it run for a second. I want to hear it. Maybe these notes can go up. Although that kind of like, I don't know, changes the feel of that part. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just keep the rest of this the same and I'll come back and change it later if I want to. Okay. I want to EQ this because it's got a frequency in there that's pretty harsh and I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't think this is the frequency I was hearing, but it's also kind of sharp. Well, maybe it was. I think I want to reduce some of these a little bit too. Okay, I'm going to add another piano to this. So let's go with Westworld. It may sound bad, but we'll see. Let's add some bass notes. Yeah, I'm going to change this. I'm not the biggest fan of that. It's a little bit too low. That kind of sounded cool. Well, that's out of time now, but I don't know if I... let's just see what this sounds like. It doesn't sound right. Kind of changes the like the aesthetic that it has. That sounds cool. So maybe we take it out of this one and then keep it in this one. And I might add a choir to this afterwards. I think I do want to copy this over. I was gonna like just have it there, but I feel like it sounds like it needs something here. Yeah, that still sounds weird. I might come back and change this note. I'm not entirely sure yet. But what I do know is both of these could use a little bit of like either reverb or some kind of effect. We're gonna call this our pianos. And I might start with some chorus. Fruity Chorus is slept on, it's so good. And that's just the default effect, it sounds cool. Alright, let's add a small amount of delay. Ping pong it. Wasn't really a fan of that Yamaha piano. This sounds better to me. Although I'm gonna add chorus to just that. See how it sounds. Let's do polychorus. Okay. And because this one is mostly just playing low notes, I'm going to separate it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and make sure that these sound a little bit more human, because currently they sound kind of robotic. Everything's like right on the grid, and humans don't play like that. When a person plays, they play imperfectly. Like some notes are going to be a little bit sooner than they should be, some are going to be a little bit later. So I'm going to go through and randomize some of the velocities, timings, and that sort of thing. So let's do that. So here's the original piano pattern. So I'm going to hit Control A to highlight everything, and then hit Alt R. And I'm randomizing some of the velocities release, and I've got bipolar checked on. Then I'm going to hit Alt S, which is going to strum any notes that happen to be on top of each other. And these are the settings I like. I also like to alternate the direction. And then I'm also going to randomize the timing. So the way that you can randomize the timing in FL is Control A, and then hit Alt Q, pulls up the quantizer menu, and then you can select any number of these grids that you want. I like the results I get from like the dotted eighth note grid. And if you have the start time all the way on, that means that all the notes are now on the dotted eighth note grid that you selected. So let me zoom in so you can see. So if this is all the way on, all of these are now on this red grid that I selected, which in this case is the dotted eighth note grid. And if this is all the way off, none of the notes have moved at all. They're exactly where they were before I put the quantizer on. So if you want to get like some randomization with the timing, you can just take this knob and put it partially up, kind of where it's pointing at the start time here. And you'll notice that some of these notes have been moved forwards and some of them have been moved backwards. And so it kind of randomly pushes and pulls the notes back and forth to kind of mimic randomness. And then you can accentuate that by randomly selecting some of them and then just moving them back a little bit. Okay, and now hopefully they sound a little bit more human and a little bit more realistic. You can kind of hear some of these frequencies poking out a little bit. And because I'm EQing this as much as I am, it's going to push these pianos even further in the back. So if I'm adding other instrumentation, I probably want those to be a little bit more forward and like in your face, just so that there's a little bit of contrast. Give me one second. It's like 70 degrees here now. It was like 40 yesterday. I don't understand the weather right now. I think I've taken my sweatshirt off and then put it back on like 6 times today. Okay. Alright, so where was I? Oh yeah, I was making them sound a little bit more human. So I think I finished this one. Let's make this one sound a little bit more human as well. So Control A, Alt R, randomize the timings. Control A, Alt S will strum. In this case, strumming wouldn't do anything because we don't have any notes like on top of each other like this. But you could do that. Alt Q pulls up the quantizer. I already have it set up the way I want it, so I've randomized the timings a little bit. Let's randomize them a little bit more. And then one more thing I forgot to do is I like to pan some of the like downbeat notes that are lower in frequency. So let me do that real quick. So anything on the 1, the 3, the 5, the 7, so the odd numbers basically. Okay, I'm going to pan those left and right. So boom, 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 boom. Left and right. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this one, except I'll pan them the opposite direction. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and we're going to pan them the opposite way. Okay, and I think I might add another piano on top of that main piano just to kind of bring it forward a little bit, because I did EQ it quite a bit. And so it's very much in the back. So let me see what this sounds like. And putting this piano in with the others and having these same effects is going to push it back a little bit, but I'm not EQing it quite as much on the piano itself, although how much am I EQing here? A little bit, not too much. Okay, so I'm going to save these patterns and then consolidate so that I can save some CPU. So I'm going to consolidate them separately. So let's get these two first. So this was the piano chords. Okay, and then we have the other piano, which is just playing these like bass notes. Excuse me. Okay, so this was just the piano bass notes. There were some other notes in there as well, but that's mostly what it is. And we separated it. Let me make sure I have all the right settings for this, and then I'm going to put them on the mixer channel again. Okay, let's put them on the mixer channel, and then I can get rid of all this. I wish I was recording that just then. That actually sounded kind of good. I might record in a vocal. Let me save it first. So we're on G minor. 166. We can call it, well, if anyone's in the chat and you want to name this particular beat, just throw a name in the chat, and then if it's not completely unreasonable, I'll name it that. Because sometimes I just kind of name beats after random things. Sometimes I just name it after something that's around me. So if anyone wants to throw a name out there, I'll name it that. Otherwise, in about 15 seconds or so, I'll just think of something random. I guess in the meantime, I can start humming. Because like I said, I might record a vocal for this. We can name it Forever Forever Here. Alright, let's record some kind of a vocal in. Alright, so let me set up my stuff. Pre-vocal. And I'm not going to put auto-tune on it yet because I want to be able to pitch my voice up and down if I don't like the way that the auto-tune is working on it. Hello, hello, hello. Wait, what? Wait, what? Testing, testing. Oh my god, it's working, it's working. I'm so used to having to come over here to the audio settings and change it, but it just works now. That's cool. Okay. Na 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 na. Alright, let's try it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. That might sound silly right now, but just hang on. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. So my timing is off there. Na 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 na. Yeah, my timing is terrible. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. There we go. Na 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 na. Na na na. Here, let me cut this off. Fade it out. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Okay, so it seems like my timing was all over the place. So I'm gonna have to do some stretching and stuff to this to make it sound right. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. There we go. Oops. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I was just trying something here and it did not really work. Although maybe Auto-Tune might be able to pull that together. Who knows? Na, 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 na. Here, let me change the timing of this part as well. That was actually pretty close, timing-wise. Oh, it's right there, okay. So there at the end, I kind of lost it, so let me fade that out. Maybe we just repeat this. Okay, let's turn on Auto-Tune. Holy cow, I was so off. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm gonna re-record this. That sounds okay. That's the only part that actually sounds good. I'm gonna re-record all of this. Na, 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 na. Okay, let's try it again. Na, 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 na. 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 There we go. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Whoa, 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 whoa. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. That's kind of cool. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I can't hit that note. I don't know what that. I wish I had perfect pitch. It'd make this so much easier. Here, I'm just gonna kind of randomly hum stuff. So the beginning of this is trash, but we might be able to salvage this part. fix the timing a little bit. I think only the end of this is really salvageable. I think the rest of it was kind of trash. I'm just gonna try like a steady note. So there's a part right here where that auto-tune really has to take over. So I'm going to automate the pitch correction. It sounds like it's right here. Okay, let's consolidate that. It still kind of does it there. Hang on. Oh, it happens again right here. Hang on, let me unfade this so I can actually...